muddy out. But the headers are here for it. We got mufflers and headers for this here car. These are actually bad A. Doug's ceramic coated headers. Little Flowmaster goodness there. Thought we'd fill you in why we're doing what we're doing with this car. So I love this car, as is. It's got some wore out parts in the front. So when you hit a rut in the road or something, it darts both ways. The brakes aren't very good at all. And I thought, man, I could just put all stock stuff back in that and it'd be okay. Or I could just upgrade the discs and then it'd be great. And my kids could drive it, Michelle could drive it and not worry about it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna take all these stock components I take out. We're gonna put them in a box and save them so I have them. But the drums are coming off. We're gonna put some discs on it right now. That's original Quitamonto right there. Brake lines have got a big wear spot on the inside of it. You can't see it. Oh, right there, it's almost wore through. It's time for some love on this thing. We'll give it to it. This exhaust is in pretty bad shape. It was brazed together back in the day. And it's a whole bunch of pieces. As you can see, got some turbo thrush mufflers. This has been leaking long enough that it's colored the look, you can see the little mice tracks on my driveline still.
Yeah, you can.
That's funny. Michelle's in the shop with us down here.
I just wanted to see what was going on here.
Yeah.
Making sure he's not turning this car into a rock crawler like you guys are all worried about.
4-wheel drive. Yeah. All right, since Michelle showed up, we should probably do a Name That Part with Michelle segment. See if she knows any of this stuff.
Let's see if I know any of the Firebird stuff.
All right, come on over here first. What are these nice, shiny, new parts called?
Those are heads? Mufflers.
Close.
Headers.
Yeah, there you go. What would this part be called?
That part connects to this part.
I
See
will.
that puzzle piece right there? That's a header.
Okay, look at this. Let me give you a clue. See all these pipes? How they come into one, and then this bolts onto it. So it comes together, and what does that do when stuff comes together?
A combination head.
That's a collector. Let's go with this. What do you think this is?
Those are gaskets.
What kind?
You need to praise me for knowing what that is, first of all. What do you mean, what kind?
What kind of gaskets are they? What are they?
Firebird gaskets.
Oh, they're header gaskets.
Oh. So
What
we're
kind
like,
of gaskets are these?
Does it go to this too? So I can't say Firebird gasket.
Won't happen.
That goes to this. So
Yes.
that's a combination. What did you call it? A collection gasket.
Collector gasket. Good job.
Woo!
That.
Why do you have to do the hard stuff?
That's basic to every.
Oh.
That was my foot, but I got more of them.
What is it connected
The
to?
motor.
Well.
I'll bet if you take that little bit of oil, put it on your finger and taste
Oh.
it, you'll know what it does.
Is it an?
It's an oil
It's-
taster.
That is a. I don't know. I can't even come up with a good name for this one.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay, give me a hint.
It has keys that go with it.
It's the ignition thing?
Better known as a starter.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a starter.
That's a
Why is
starter.
the starter not closer to the actual key ignition?
Well, because the flywheel's inside of here, which the starter turns the flywheel, which turns the motor.
Okay, give me an easier one.
This.
That's
this
the
is-
tire rod.
Oh, dang!
Give me another one, I'm on a roll. Hurry.
Okay. What is this part right here?
Okay,
this
what are we looking
round
at?
part right here with the grease zerk in it.
That's a tire stub.
Negative.
That's a
No.
that's a donut hole.
It's not.
That's a really greasy donut.
No.
What is it?
That is a ball joint.
That's a
a
ball
ball
joint?
joint. Come over here with me. What is this right here? No. It's not that.
That's the rod of the wheel. Look, it's connected. It's connected to like wheel
How
stuff.
do you come up with this stuff? I mean, that's the sway bar.
Oh, well, it could be that too. Give
Are
me
you-
one more good one so I can feel good about myself. That's the radiator.
Nope.
Well, yes, it is.
You know it's not.
That's the radiator cover shield. That's the fan.
You're closer.
The radiator fan. The plastic of the radiator fan.
better known as a shroud, fan shroud.
We have to get all technical.
Well, aren't we naming those parts?
I thought we were. I mean,
Pretty technical.
I didn't realize we were just naming what Michelle wanted to call them, and that's good enough.
All right.
Call it what you want, but it's what it is.
What you really, really want.
This has been another wonderful segment of Michelle doesn't know any of these parts.
I got like 4 of them.
All right, we're gonna saws all this stuff off of here and get it out of our way. That stuff is thin enough, it very well might be original pipe. We're gonna use those original hangy devices, I think. Oh, I didn't even notice that, that's custom. We'll probably leave those mounts there. They look good. We'll just put some new clamps on them and they should be just dandyful. All right, let's get crazy. Those have got tabs. Oh yeah, that's factory. Factory, as Michelle would say it. Oh, I gotta go get a towel and put over the side so I don't scratch. Those things right there are like unto tight. I think we're gonna put a fan clutch on this. It's robbing horsepower right now, and the little 326 needs all the horse ponies it can muster. So I think we're gonna take that manual fan off and we'll put a fan clutch on it. We put a fan clutch on it, then it's not always spinning hard like that. I'm about to bleed. Oh yeah, that's about all the pull that I got in my 2 little arms right there.
The tabs don't allow you to get a wrench on it?
They're just ears so they don't back out. I'll have to bend the ears up on it.
That's what those little ears look like.
Sounds a little better.
Interesting. Oh yeah, there she's bending. Oh, it's a tight squeeze. Wait till we try to fish a header up into there.
Oh, I had a little exhaust leak.
I can hear it ticking, which is one of the reasons that these shiny parts are going on. Huh. We're gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah.
We'll just pull it out. We may have to put a little tweak iron in it. There we go. We may have to put the top one in first. Feels like that's still hitting a little
Contacting
right
thing.
there. We may have to take a hammer and massage this just a little bit right there. I like doing that with hammers
The term massage
and a hammer.
and a hammer.
They go hand in hand. If you don't think so, you've never ran a hammer properly. Yeah, most of these cars were set up with 4 speeds or floor shifters, not this setup. That's why it's in the way right here. So we'll just wiggle it down out of here, massage it, put it back. That's the massager. I'll bet that fits.
After you beat the crap out of it.
That was a massage, not a beat.
Yeah, get it straight, Land. Massage.
Did you hear any hi-yahs?
No, I
Then it was a massage.
See all that clearance? Clearance? We've got clearance. We're going up. That's gonna look good on there.
I forgot my pins. Did you move them?
Yeah, I did, so you wouldn't lose them. Kids these days.
I
Got your servo?
Yeah, it's in my pocket.
It only gets to where it costs more money. Instead of putting servos in, he's putting motors in shortly, and that's all right. I know where they're at. They're in the shop. That's the important part.
What are you doing?
Put a new servo in it because it come with a 6 and I'm putting a 35 in. That'll make it 150,000 times better.
Make what? 150.
The steering.
Steering.
Yep.
To steer it right there.
We'll see if it helps.
We'll have to see when you get it all in how she does.
One header in. I got one more to do, but I only had enough bolts to do one side. Thought I had some, but they're too short. So my brother's bringing me some. We're done. This is all we're gonna get handled today. So until next time, well, it'll be like instantly for you guys on camera, but for me, it's gonna be another day. Back in the shop this morning. Got these headers on it. got the bolts, so they're all on. Now I just gotta run some exhaust. It's gonna be pretty easy. Back to here, up over, down along the side of here and turn down. So gonna be pretty straightforward. We just gotta bend a little tube and get some 2.5s on it. It had 2-inch, some of it was 1.75 inches. It's gonna be good to have it all the same length out the back and make it sound nice and not rattle. Here we go. I'll show you what we got going. We bent this over to run it down the side of the drive line because we're trying to keep it as low profile as we can so it doesn't drag and doesn't look crappy. We're getting there. We're getting the finishing touches here on this side. We couldn't get I don't have a short shoe for my bender, so I couldn't make the bends like I wanted, so it's gonna be a little bit of a 3-piece action in the back here, but it's gonna work. It's gonna do what we wanted it to. All right, so we've got the exhaust roughed in here, it's tacked. I had to tuck it up in this channel so that it wouldn't hit anything. I've got one tailpipe built. That's how that's gonna look right there. So it'll just be flush with the bottom, come right out. But I can't put that in until we get the rest of it all welded up. So right now I gotta build the other up and over on the tailpipe. Then I can put my H-pipe in right here somewhere. Somewhere right in here is where the H-pipe's gonna go. And then we can pull it out and weld it. Okay, so exhaust system is on this thing. We put the tires on just to make sure she clearances. We're gonna fire it. I've got high expectations. What do you think?
Sounds nice.
I like it. So that's how the tips come out. That up tight. Turned out good. That part is handled. Exhausts are all in it, headers are in it. Now we just got front brakes and locker or posi to do in the back. So, all right, so exhaust is done. We're gonna pull this cover off right here and see what we got in the rear end. She's a little loose. Seems to look okay. Let's see what gear ratio we got in here. She's loose. Okay, 41 and 16. That's pretty dang high geared. And it's original GM 67. That's pretty cool. We'll get this cleaned out and deal with it. It is 41 and 16. That puts me at a rear final gear of like 260, which is way too high geared. I don't need to go 200 miles an hour in this car. I just need it to have a little more bottom end. So we're gonna put a 355 posi in it right now. Here we go. Current situation is I got stuff scattered. Yukon posi right there, zip locker. 260 gears going away, 355 gears going in.
Hello! This just in. The ring and pinion Paul ordered were the wrong ones. So now it's just the waiting game. But thankfully, to the power of editing, you guys don't have to wait as long as we did. And now, let's get back to the main story.
Motif gear. They were the ones, hopefully, that finally came through. That's right. That's a happy day, my friend. Yes, sir. We'll get back on this real quick and we will bolt this ring and pinion together, slap it in this car, and we'll get to go test out all of our work to see if we improve this thing. About 5 minutes on there. You'll slide it right in here.
You seem a little bit excited.
I'm a lot excited. We may have to run to Canab to get
For
a
a
pinion
seal?
seal. Oh yeah. That's the ticket. That's so much easier when you do it this way. If you just heat it up just barely, it'll slip right up on, and then you don't have to fight it and tap it and hammer it. There we go. We'll Loctite these up and we will be in business. All right, I've said this before, but this is a Yukon zip locker that we're using here. It's a clutched posi, basically, and these are 355 gears going in it, switching from 260 gear that was in the car originally. Throw it in. If you don't have one of these hammers, a brass hammer's a must. You can hit stuff like this. It doesn't ruin it because this is soft. Harbor Freight, I think they're like 12 bucks or something is what I paid for that. Well worth having not to ruin splines on a shaft. You'll want to get you one of those. I'll go find the right parts and pieces to that. There's that. Hopefully, that's the last time I'm doing that. That can go out for future projects. Warm that bearing up so it'll drop on. Get all the cosmoline off of this so my bearing will set down on proper. This is the factory shim. We'll start out with that one. See where it gets us. Differential pinion sill. You do have one. All right, set that thing out. This is Paul. I'll be over to get that shortly. All right, so pinion sill's tracked down, bearings warming up. We'll stab this thing together here shortly. All right, we'll drop that on. Yep, bottomed out. Now it's just a matter of cooling it down, putting it in, crush sleeve on it, tighten her up. Cleaned up and ready. All right, we're at the crush sleeve. There we go, it crushed it. Now we just gotta set the pinion. We're guessing on shims right now. That is not proper. Too much. We gotta take some of that shim out and add to this side. So now we're gonna have to get calipers and get sophisticated. Oh, I'm gonna buy a case spreader one day for doing this. Make my life easier. What I'm doing here, mode millimeters, inches. That's 2470. So I need to lose probably, I'm gonna say 10,000. So I need to be 2460. So I need to take that fat one. That puts me 23, 26, that's too much. 2450. We're gonna go with that. So that's gonna go in that side. We'll try that. We've got the proper backlash. Now we just gotta check for gear pattern. And then I think we're getting somewhere. Alright, I guess let's see what it looks like. Right in the middle. I'm happy with that. Yeah, you can see right here. That's good pattern. We'll throw the cover on it, stuff some axles in it, put some posi lube. This is a posi. This is what came with it. So that's what's going in it. My favorite rear end gasket cover right here. Kind that comes in a bottle. I've destroyed covers trying to get them back off because I didn't realize that heat would pop these loose. We'll get this out of here just in time to pull the FJ back in so it doesn't get snowed on and finish the steering on it. Because the Easter Jeep Safari is coming right up and we're a long ways from ready for it. All right, time for some axles. We're in. One down. All right, so we're off to the auto parts store to get that. Then this car can get the brakes bled. We can go for a test drive, see if we fixed it.
Well, we made it here. And go see if they've got our part.
What are the chances? Perfect. Yeah. We'll take it. We'll go stuff this in and see if it works. But I gotta go to a volleyball game. Kids, they've always got stuff. Come on. Start, Betsy. Very important that you take and ding this thread so that it doesn't come loose. Bolty drive line on it, put some oil in it, we're good to go. That's like a quarter of a turn at a time right there. We about got every fluid on this car changed now. She's about race ready. Alright, got this car all put together, but it's running, moving, driving. Alright, so it was late last night when I got this car all finished and put back together. So me and Michelle are going to take it for its first ride with the new gears and exhaust and brakes and all that. Go see how it is. It runs better. Yeah, it's way better. I like it. I approve of this message. Part of the family now.